Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. As always, I hope everyone have an amazing day. I'm feeling bright today. Okay, as you can tell. feeling super bright today. It's like 2 something in the morning. I woke up around 12 something. I wrote down 2 titles, didn't like them, fell back asleep just to get another one. So hopefully I stick to this one. So as always, our gratifications are being thankful. I am thankful for thrift stores. I am thankful for people donating. And I'm thankful for I'm thankful for people that appreciate others. That's what I'm thankful for this morning. So make sure y'all do y'all 3. I feel like I'm gonna jump around a little bit, so catch me where you can. First and foremost, thrift stores. I know I talked about it a couple days ago, I think. So for details, I know kids, y'all probably might be just starting to see my videos because they're more kid friendly. But for the adults, if y'all have been paying attention, if you paid attention to my videos, you never saw me in this shirt before. So that helps you to see if you notice the difference, then you're noticing the details. Okay. From time to time, y'all might, if I decide to continue on with the videos, y'all might see me do different things once I get out of this situation, just to see if y'all paying attention. Okay. And that's for the kids, mainly for the kids, but I'm just saying for the adults as well. That bring me to this part with the thrift stores. For my kids out here that are trying to get into design or creativity, and y'all like, man, material is too expensive in stores, like crocheting and yarn and stuff like that. When y'all looking for fabric and stuff, try thrift stores. Okay, try thrift stores. Because you can actually find some things, because they have fabrics and stuff, and you can utilize those. And actually you get better, how can I say, a lot of stuff is like old stuff, so you get more ideas. So if you want to elevate your creativity, try thrift stores, go to different ones. And every location, I'm gonna tell you this, every location, if you pay attention to the environment, so I don't want to say it like this, but to the financial bracket area, depend that the quality of the clothes change. Okay, the quality of the clothes change. So if you go to like areas where people are higher tax bracket or get paid more, if you go to those thrift stores, you might have an opportunity to find stuff with more name brands and stuff like that. So you just got to do your due diligence. They do have special sales sometimes. Like this was like $4.99. This is actually a dress. It is actually a dress. Yeah, so this is a dress. But it's like I think I got it for $4.99 and $3.99. And if you see, it looks brand new. You know, some people do know how to send stuff that looks brand new still. So yeah. You find a lot of things, the stuff that y'all probably can't find in regular stores, even if you had the money. So if you can't find in regular stores, you might can find at a thrift store, especially going to events and stuff. Only way people know it's old or being used if you tell somebody. It's like that simple. If you tell somebody, you know, you don't have to be ashamed, but people only know what you tell them. Just to let you know that. So, yeah, that, like I said, they do have name brand stuff, a lot of nostalgic stuff. So for people that feel like they missing something nostalgic, and you want to show to your kids, go to the thrift stores. They have a lot of that jewelry, all of that. It bring back the good memories that you need, not the old memories. We want good memories. If you are into like refurbishing things for the kids that want to get into craft, they do have like your furnitures and stuff like that, and you can remodel it and create it to be your own thing. And the stuff is cheap. Like you can get a living room set, like say for example, like furniture, like a couch. I've seen a nice one for like $200. So for college students that need furniture for your apartments or whatever, or dorm rooms or however, thrift stores. Okay, Just go, you know, if you need to clean it, then clean it. Go to the local dollar store or general store and get some stuff or whatever and clean it off. But they do have a lot of stuff that is in good condition. Stuff like that. Also, the consignment stores are the same. I know I used to go to the consignment stores for my kids' clothes, and they be having sales. Sometimes they have like sales where the ones I went to, what is it called? Once Upon a Child? I think it's called Once Upon a Child or something like that. Yeah, that's a consignment store. You can take all the clothes. They got cribs. They have toys. They got shoes. They got clothes. You can sell the stuff and buy the stuff at the same time. You can get discounts. Sometimes they have where you can put stuff inside of a bag, like a bag day, where you can fill up the bag and then it'll be like $10 or something like that. But they always have coupons and stuff like that. Yeah, so onesies, everything from babies all the way up to size 16. Size 16 for kids. So I think size 16. But yeah, they have a lot of stuff. That's why I used to go get my kids' clothes sometimes when I couldn't afford. So I do a swap out. I'll take the stuff that they couldn't fit, get the money for it, and then either buy something or take the money to go get whatever else I need. And they actually do pretty well with it. Now some things they don't take, and you can just drop that off at the thrift store. But yeah, that's what I used to do for my kids. And you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know unless somebody tell you. So try that out. You know, they got, and a lot of the toys, some of the toys are brand new. Like I said, they got cribs. They have beds. I think I bought a bed from there, a toddler bed. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. But I think I bought a toddler bed. They also have like the toddler mattresses sometimes. Strollers, and some expensive strollers, but they for good prices. The bouncy things where you can put the kids in, the little toy things where the kids can roll. They have a lot of stuff, y'all. Like sometimes, man, we as parents, we go out to try to get the brand new, and you starting out, especially when you have a newborn. Don't overextend yourself too early, okay? Because you gotta remember, babies mess up their clothes and mess up their stuff. Don't waste money trying to show that you can do something, okay? They don't know the difference. And I'm not saying like to skimp on your kids, but if you don't have it like that, go to these places, okay? When you starting out, I understand that y'all want to give y'all kids the best of the best, but sometimes, how can I say it, man? Some people out here get pregnant unexpectedly. And you want to get the best of your kids, but you're in a financial situation. And the thing about it is we feel less than because we can't afford the brand new cribs and the brand new this and brand new that. If you can't, that's fine. You're not a bad parent. As long as you're taking care of the child, that's all that matters. Maybe you can't give your child the brand new stuff the first couple of months, and that's fine. You're saving up, okay? Save up your money and then get something, put like this. You can get majority of the stuff at thrift and then get one item. Maybe you can get the crib to be the new item and everything else at thrift. Everything do not have to be brand name, and everything doesn't have to be brand new. Cause they babies. They're gonna grow out of it anyway. You can't get that money back. Remember that. If you don't have it like that, you can't get that money back. Now you can do the consignment stuff, but I'm just saying that little, before you know it, they're gonna go from 3 months to 6 months and a month or two, because some babies get bigger faster. So don't waste your money on something to prove that you're a good mother. A good mother is knowing how to manage herself for that child, because formula is expensive. You know, going to doctor appointments is expensive. Medicine is expensive. You can't thrift those things. You understand me? Save the money for the stuff you need it for. You're still a good parent, even if you go to a thrift store to make sure your kids is taken care of. So I want y'all to remember that. I had to do it. Okay? You're good. You're good. Even if the fathers same. Mother, I know right now, mothers, but fathers same. If you know you're in a financial situation and you cannot... okay, I'm feeling emotions. Give me a second. Give me a second. I feel people crying. Fathers, I know you working hard, long hours, and you want to be the amazing father you want to be for your kids, but you're like, man, this going into our rent money. This going into our mortgage money. This going into my car note, our car note. We need this to survive. Go to the thrift stores. Y'all, even if you're not in that person's life, just say, look, I may not have it like that because I'm trying to make sure that these things are taken care of so we good or y'all good. But the thing about it, I can't afford the real stuff just yet. This is what I can do. Right now, I'm saving up to get them some better stuff. Because about when they turn like maybe 1 or 2 years old, then you might can manage that a little bit better because now their growth may not grow as fast. You know, there's that little point where they can't get at a standstill for a little bit. Then you might can do something. But the first year, y'all, I would thrift. I would thrift the first year. I'm going to tell you that now, if you can afford it, that's you. That's your business. But for the ones that are in situations where your money is looking funny, the first year, get thrift stuff. Get thrift stuff the first year. Because now you know you ain't wasting nothing. Get thrift stuff the first year. Okay? For the ones that know, y'all got hand-me-downs when y'all was younger. What's the difference? A blessing is a blessing. Take it. You understand? Because the 200, shucks, y'all probably spend about good $500-$600, and a crib by itself costs about $200 by itself. A stroller costs about $200 by itself. That's $400 right there. Now you go to one of these thrift stores or the consignment stores, clean the items up. You probably spent $150 altogether. Now you can pay your rent. Now you can pay your doctor bills. You understand me? So they can be good. So they can go to the appointments. Now you can get the extra Similac or whatever Infamil or whatever, stuff if you don't breastfeed. Who knows? What if you want to breastfeed and you need the breast pump? Now, guess what? Sometimes they have those as well. I know you might be like, well, clean it. You understand? And there are places where you can go at this. They can provide those items. Look it up. Look it up. Google it. YouTube it. Sometimes when you go on YouTube, you can pull that information up and people can tell you where they get their items. Because some of y'all insurance, and a lot of y'all don't know this, some of y'all insurance cover breast pumps. Just to let you know, some of y'all insurances, depending on what you have, some of them cover it. And then there are some organizations where you can take a parenting class and then they'll give you that as the completion of the parenting class. And that's another thing. If you don't know how to take care of a child, or even if you already have kids and you already feel like you're not doing the best and you need some extra help to get your mind right because you got another child, take a parenting class. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to help you. Okay? And you don't have to go to a physical one. Go online. There are people that are in different things. For my parents, this is not the message I thought I was going to talk about, but it's needed. For the ones that feel like they got PTSD, go online and pull up that for those parents. Okay? So you don't feel like you by yourself. So you can feel, sorry. So you can get your coping mechanisms for that. Okay? I know I'm here spiritually, but sometimes you need another face that's going through the same situation. So if you feel like it's a lot, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to manage, pull up, Google it, YouTube it, new parents and emotions and this and that, and get through the process. You got the sources, use it. That goes for men as well. Just let you know, men go through it as well. They don't talk about it, but men go through it as well. But their energy, y'all energy is different. Okay, that's why sometimes y'all go to the point where y'all walk away. Either you get mad, you cause it friction, or you just walk away. So y'all go through it as well because of the weight of the world of I gotta take care of not just one person, 2 people, or multiple. So those are some things y'all can do. Okay, you're not a bad parent if you go to the thrift store to get some things to take care of your child. Now, if you ain't trying at all, then yeah, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. But if you know that you're doing the best you can, and you know that you got a goal in mind, then focus on that goal. Again, like I say, start small and build yourself up. So maybe you got to use something that was somebody else's first. But now you can save that money up and be able to buy your child their first bed or something like that. You understand? Let's you know, y'all got it. Y'all got it. You good. You're good. And what else? Yeah, that part. So don't be ashamed. Okay, as long as you're doing what you need to do what you need to do. But yeah, there's oh yeah, from I don't know if they still do it now, but certain, what is it called, like the baby milk and stuff, certain companies provide coupons, and sometimes they'll send you freebies. Okay, so that part. And also with y'all babies, if they doing like a lot of coughing and this and that, don't wait till the last minute. Figure out if the milk need to be changed, because I had to do that with my son. Was it my son? It was my daughter. Lord, some things I can't remember, and that's okay. But one of them, it was either my youngest or my middle child. I had to change out the milk because the milk was causing them to be sick. I think I had to get one because I think it kept burping or something like that. It was something. I can't remember a lot of stuff sometimes, y'all. It comes and goes. But sometimes you might have to change the milk. So pay attention to the digestion of the milk and all of that. If you decide to do the powder milk or whatever, make sure that you're getting the right one. So if you see your child coughing, like choking it up, or they spitting out too much, it was my youngest. He was spitting it out too much. Yeah, he just kept spitting it out because I think the milk was too thick or something like that. It was something that was going on. He had to get a different kind. So don't panic. Don't be afraid. You got this. Your motherly instincts there. Your fatherly instincts is there. You just got to search for it and believe in it. For myself, when I had my firstborn, he was the first baby I ever held. So if I can get through it, you can too. First baby I ever held, first baby I ever fed, first baby I ever changed a diaper. Didn't know nothing. I never held a child before, a baby before, okay? And I wasn't the type that grew up playing with dolls and stuff. I had one and that was taken away, and after that I was like, no. So it's there. You can get through it. Don't panic. Don't be afraid. Okay? Be the mother that you always wanted to have. Don't focus on what you went through, and that the father as well. Be the father you always wanted to have. Don't worry about what you went through, this and that. Whatever they done to you that made you feel some type of way, do the opposite. Okay? Kids cry. That's part of life. You cry. That's part of life. You get tired. That's part of life. You get to the point that you like, can I return to sender? That's part of life. We all been there. And if a person tell you they haven't, they lying. We all love our kids. We do. But when you getting up at like 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night or the day and you tired, sometimes you like, please help me, please. I'm going to tell you right now, there have been plenty of times I sung a lullaby to my child and I woke up and he was staring at me. So I need y'all to know that. You sing yourself to sleep. But just make sure that you secure and where your child don't roll off, they don't fall off or any of those things. Alright, I'm going to have to do a second message. I'm going to leave this as this. I wasn't planning to do this message. But yeah, so yes, sometimes when you're rocking the baby, make sure that you have like a pillow or something in front of you. Because guess what? If you're exhausted, you're going to fall asleep trying to sing to this child. Because I used to sing to my kids to help them go to sleep. And before I knew it, I fell asleep. But the thing about it is I had them secure. Okay? It happens. I don't want you to feel like you're a bad parent for that. We all do it. but secure them so they don't fall off of you, fall on the floor or whatever. Make sure that wherever you are at, you position them the right way. Okay, secure them. At those consignment stores and stuff, they do have, excuse me, the times I went, they do have the baby pillow that goes around like a U shape. Get one of those and put the baby on and do it like that. What else? But yeah, just pay attention. You're okay. Like I said, when I went through the process, I was not my oldest. I was scared, but I had to tell myself I'm all right. I didn't know anything, and I didn't have support either. I was living in a whole nother state by myself. Well, I was married, but I was in a whole nother state. I didn't have family to run to. I didn't have anybody to go to. I didn't have anybody to help me, okay, other than the person I was with, and that wasn't even that. So I need y'all to understand, you can get through it. There's going to be some times that you're going to feel by yourself. Sometimes the baby's going to cry. Okay, the baby's going to cry. And you're going to be like, please stop. Sometimes allow them to cry. Okay, I'm not saying ignore them. Be right there with them. Be with them. Just hold them. But sometimes I need y'all to understand, kids need to cry too. Okay, it also helps it helps clear out their lungs. Okay. They need their voice. It's a cleanser at the same time. It's like, it's the ones that know about the throat chakras. It's opening it up, okay? Allow them to cry, okay? That's part of it. But don't sit back and panic if they don't stop now. Pay attention to the cries, all right? They have different levels to it. Know when it's a cry because they just want to cry. And know when it's a cry because they need to be changed or they need to be fed or something is wrong. Pay attention. Pay attention to their body language. Pay attention to their ears and stuff, the colors of their ears, the mouth, all of that. Pay attention to all of that, okay? Also remember, if you're panicking, they panic. They only giving signals of what they can feel you're going through. So if you're over there on the inside, all frustrated and everything, they can feel that. That's why they cry. Because they only feeling what you feel sometimes. Put relaxing music on. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear, but I always have relaxing music. Play relaxing music. That helps with the vibrations on the inside of them. That helps to keep them calm and cool. Put on, be mindful of the music and stuff you're listening to, because they digesting all of that. You got to remember, a voice is a voice. So even though they hear yours, they thinking that's a family member in the background talking. So be careful what they listening to, because you're programming them, okay? You're teaching them what is okay and what's not okay. So if you're listening to a lot of crazy stuff and things, or watching a lot of crazy stuff around them, they're listening. Okay, they can't talk, so that heightens their ears. So all they doing is listening and they watching. Okay, and that will help. That will program them to the character that they're gonna become. I need y'all to understand that. So be mindful. When my youngest, when they was little, I would put like the baby shows on and all of that. Play with them, please. Play with them. Interaction is interaction. You know, make sure you hugging them, talking to them. I don't do the baby talk. I talk just like this, okay? Because I want them to understand the words so they can spring the words back. If you talk in the baby talk, guess what? That's how they're going to start talking in gibberish. You need to make sure you talking so they can see, because they watching your lips. They're lip reading. I need to know they're lip reading, okay? So if you like boop boop boop, like maybe some people like that, but they're lip reading. So they're reading your lips, and eventually they'll understand what the words are coming out, because in their head they're programming themselves to understand what your lips are doing. Okay. So yes, kids are lip readers. All right, they're lip readers. What else? Anything else? Be mindful of how y'all interact around them. Try not to fuss and yell around the kids. because they're taking that energy in. Okay, they're taking the energy in. They're watching you. So don't do something in front of them you wouldn't want somebody to do in front of you. I don't care what point you're trying to prove. Fathers, make sure you're in the kid's life, because every voice matters. You understand? Make sure you're in their lives. Make sure you communicate. I don't care what the relationship between you and the other person is. They ain't my business, okay? But make it your business to be in a child's life. That arguing, fussing back and forth, y'all got to grow the heck up. Okay, grow up. That fussing back and forth, who doing this, who doing that. Look, the main thing is, as long as the kids are taken care of. Y'all got to remember, if you didn't do the work within yourselves before you had the kids, and that means y'all gonna have two different parenting skills. See, when you do the work within yourself, then you match with somebody that has the same parenting skills as you, or at least close. Then y'all on the same page. If you don't really know that person or had that conversation, hey, how do you take care of your kids? If you had a child, how will you handle them? Are you the type to spank them? Are you type to just discipline them? Are you type to give them free will where they run around, do whatever they want? What type of parenting skills you have? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in, public school, private school? These are the questions y'all should be having prior. But if you haven't, guess what? When you with that person, when a baby is born, that's when you really find out how they really believe in life, what their true thoughts of life is. True thought on life is. I don't know what it is about when a child is born. That's when people finally show you who they really are. But yeah, if y'all have different parenting skills, that ain't the baby fault. That's yours. So you're gonna have to compromise. All right. So you're gonna have to allow yourself to know, like, okay, this is the father, this is the mother. I may not like the way they do it, but you know what? Along the child is not being beat on, hurt, or not being taken care of, then I'm gonna allow them to teach the child their way. I'm gonna teach the child my way. And then the child's gonna learn different things, and then the child will decide what fits the spirit within them. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. So maybe one parent is free will, saying the child can do whatever it want to do. Maybe you're disciplinary, you're like, no. Okay, so that means whenever the child is with the parent, there's free will. Then you talk to the child and say, the older they get, you talk to the child and say, look, I understand when you're with your dad, he says, okay, just be mindful, okay? Every action is a reaction. So if you playing and he ain't and nobody paying attention, make sure that you are somewhere somebody's watching you so you don't get hurt, okay? Don't get hurt, all right? Because guess what? Whenever that child comes to you, you're going to see how that person disciplines, and now how that person responds. So when that child comes to you, now you know how to communicate. I went through that, okay? So when I'm gonna just say it like this: the kids, when they go with them, they act one way. When they with me, they're another way. So sometimes I had to get my children to come back to a point of realizing, be mindful of your actions, be mindful of what you do. Okay, it took me a minute, and me and the kids went through some moments, but then eventually, when they come back home, they know when they with me, you better act right. When they go back with them, then they know, okay, it's something different. Or they'll take whatever I'm saying and take it on. Okay, so don't allow that to be a crutch. That's a learning lesson for yourself. Because when you are with someone that has a different mindset, now you learn different things about yourself. Take it as a learning lesson, but don't take it as a disciplinary lesson towards the child. But yeah, long everyone, is taken care of. If you have people that willing to help you, allow, but be mindful who are around your kids. You've been around these people long enough to get an idea if they are responsible or not. So, go from there. But overall, y'all got it. Just keep working together. whatever emotions you have towards the other person, either they was with you during the birth or they're not. If they decide to come in, allow them to come in. If they don't, it is what it is. Always remember, don't dog your kids out to the other parent. I don't care if they in the home helping or not. Don't ever dog your kids out to the parent. To the kids out to the parent. Dog your parent. Y'all get it. I think I said it right. What I'm saying is this. Your kid's gonna resent you if you say something hateful about the parent. Okay? Allow them to see it. Because 9 times out of 10, kids always go to the parent that's not around. I'm going to tell you this right now. So don't. Ooh, I'm hitting somebody. Like spirit. Okay. I want y'all to understand because a lot of y'all going through this. Okay? A lot of times the kids gravitate to the parent that don't care. Okay? And I know as parents that is always there in the kid's life, y'all might feel like, but why you keep doing it? And you get mad at the child. They want the love. No different than when you're chasing after a man or whatever. When y'all chasing, no different guys. When you're chasing after a female, right? You want that person to love you because you're trying to prove like, please, you love me. I'm here. I'm going to do whatever. This and that. A lot of y'all do that, okay? A lot of people do that. We all been down that road at least once in our life, okay? Where you're trying to prove that, hey, I'm a good person. You don't have to be me. You don't have to run away from me, okay? That's all they doing. The kids is trying to prove like, hey, please love me. I need you to love me. I will leave mommy alone, or I'll leave daddy alone if you will love me. They fighting for the love. That's it. That's why they listen to that parent. They know that parent ain't good, but they hoping that parent will love them the same way that parent love everybody else. That's what it boils down to. They fighting for that parent love, and they willing to do whatever. They know you're going to love them regardless, but they willing to do whatever it takes to get that parent's attention. Okay? So I don't want y'all to take that as a hit, like, oh my God, my child don't love me. Don't stress that. Okay? Just continue loving them through the process. Alright? Just continue loving them through the process. If there is another person involved, excuse me, you pregnant, and a lot of y'all are pregnant, and y'all the side chicks, unfortunately. So you can't go in and disturb somebody else's home because you knew what you was getting in beforehand. Be mindful because you teaching that child to be a side chick. I don't care, or side boy, or what's it? I can't say that word. But yeah, so this is your opportunity to teach your child self-respect. Okay? Don't chase after the dude. Don't run after the dude. Don't go after the dude. And don't get mad at the girl. Whoever he's with, don't get mad at her. Take this opportunity and focus on yourselves. Okay? Because whatever environment you put yourself in, excuse me, that's what you're doing to your child. If you're still pregnant, right? And you're going through a lot of chaos, guess what? Your child gonna come out pissed as I don't know what. Your child gonna come out mean. I'm gonna tell you, because you're still teaching them. You understand me? You're still teaching them. When you get tense, they get tense. When you get super sad, they get super sad. And then when that child come out, y'all wonder why this child is screaming non-stop. You can't make them happy. You can't make them feel good. It's because of you. It's because of the environment you put them in. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day when your grandmother they be making a cake and they say, they put it in the oven. They be like, you better not be running around in my kitchen because they scared that the cake gonna fall in. That's kind of how it happened. Your bun in the oven is collapsing, and you need to make sure that it come out prepped and hyped up. Okay, it's up to you on how you take care of your child, because you gotta remember. You gotta remember, if you're not being caring for the child when it's in the oven, then when it comes out, then you got to deal with those issues. And you have to remember, if that person ain't gonna be there when you pregnant, you understand me? They're not gonna be there when you're not. When the baby is born. So with that being said, you're gonna be stuck with another issue, because guess what? Whoever you hate the most is what the child end up becoming. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whoever is on your mind the most, that's what the child gonna look like and sound like. I probably resemble a lot of y'all kids. I don't know why I said that. I bet there's a lot of kids out here that we could be twinning. But yeah, if y'all ever noticed, some of y'all kids look like certain people, it's because you were stressed out thinking about them, or you kept focusing on them. And because whatever image comes here, that's how the image is created down there. Okay, yes, you can have both of the parents, but sometimes if you ever notice the kid come out, you look like your sister, or you look like your uncle, or you look like this person, you look like that person. And that don't always mean a bad thing. It could mean a good thing too, but sometimes kids start looking like certain people because that's who was on your mind the most. Does that mean that you have feelings for that person? Not all the time, but sometimes it can be that too. You know, you created something, and what you want the most is sometimes is what you get, good or bad. What else? I think that's about it. I was not planning to talk about this at all. I really wasn't. But I guess this is something a lot of people need to hear. Is there anything else that I need to speak on? Anybody have a question? Is there a question? Any questions? How do I what? That's the same question. Okay. Alright. Okay. So somebody's asking me, how will you know when to feed them because their child cries so much? Just give them a bottle. Like, you pay attention from the last time you give them a bottle. Every age or months, you give a certain amount within a certain time frame. So if I was you, you could put a timer on to give you a roundabout. Sometimes you got to do things to help yourself. So you can put a timer on like your phone or something that's subtle, not loud, cause just in case the baby wakes up. You can put it like on vibration mode or something to give you ideas about that time. But sometimes, you know, just give the baby the bottle if, you know, because some babies need more than others, okay? I don't want y'all to sit back and I have to be on the hour, when the hour is on the hour. Some babies need more than others, okay? Some babies, their digestive systems operate faster than others. So, just, you can give them a little bit and see if they take on to it. But just be mindful of the time frame. You don't want to overdo it because some babies can get overweight because they're eating too much. And you don't want that to happen. So be mindful of their weight, okay? Because babies do not need to be overweight. So make sure you give them enough. Sometimes sometimes they might want a little bit more, but be mindful. But your main focus is making sure they don't get overweight, because that's a lot. They still developing, and that's too much pressure on their little lungs and all of that. But just get your timer so you can get a idea. Resting wise, all I say is go to sleep when the baby go to sleep. If you don't work, go to sleep when the baby go to sleep. That's the best thing I could say. I know a lot of y'all like, but when the baby's awake, then I can't get nothing done. It all depends how you do it. There's things you can do to keep them, occupied and stuff like that. But take them with you. Have them to be in the room and just make noises, sing with them and stuff. If you clean the dishes, have them in a little bouncy thing and sing to them and play with them as you do things and stuff. Interact with them. You don't have to make everything super, structured. Now, if you got cleaning supplies and stuff that a lot of smell, don't, put them to the side. But try to get an idea of their time frame and give yourself a certain amount of time. So say for example, if they sleep for about 4 hours, then give yourself an hour to get the things that they can't be around you with done, and then lay down for the rest. So that try to get on the same sleep schedule. That's the only thing I can say. Get on the same sleep schedule, because if you try to be awake when they're asleep, you're gonna always be tired. That I'm gonna say it like this: don't overexhaust yourselves. Okay, don't overexhaust yourself. I know you want things to be done the right way, but don't overexhaust yourselves, because that's when you go into that PTS mode and you're yelling and you screaming and you can't, because when you don't have enough energy, that's when you act out. That's why when they cry and stuff, you get frustrated, and that's when you start making mistakes. You over warm up the bottle, or you end up tripping and hurt something, or maybe you neglect the child in the process. So be mindful of that. Please don't have cigarettes or any type of vapes and all of that around the kids. They do not need it. Because vapes, I need y'all to understand. I know y'all like, but it's a vape. Anybody that does vapes, take a Q-tip and go inside your nose. It's going to come out black. I'm going to tell you that right now. Y'all probably didn't. I'm sorry, somebody. Okay, another energy just popped in. But yeah, y'all just think vapes are like, that's cool, that's safe. It's just a vape. It's like vape water or something. No, take a Q-tip, go inside your nose. You're gonna realize how black it is. Go inside your nose, and the inside your nose is gonna be black as I don't know what. Okay, I know when I had a vape moment, and I used to do that, and it would come out black. I was like, if my nose black, just think what the inside look like. We can't have that. Yeah, we gotta be clean around here. So yeah, so don't think just because you have a vape pen or whatever that it's okay. Nah, you're screwing your kids up. All right. And also, vape pens do have some of them, I'm not sure all, but they have little particles in it, and you don't want that to get inside their little brains. Okay, that's how it look like kids start having issues and stuff if they don't already have any. Oh, this is a long message. Also, guys, listen, I know y'all work long hours. Okay, you the breadwinners probably in this situation. I know you work long hours, and in your head you're like, well, they're home, they should be fine. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you was at work and you had a coworker that cries all the time, what you do? You'll be ready to hurt them. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You'll be ready to act out. Give your wives or your girlfriends a rest too. Okay. I don't want y'all to sit back and think that just having a baby, being home all day, sitting there watching TV stuff, nah, it's exhausting. Especially the newborns, it's exhausting. Okay? Because you keep getting up in the middle of the night over and over and over again. You're not on a schedule anymore. So the ones that have rotating shifts, if you know, you know. So just think, you're not getting consistent sleep. After a while, that screws up your rhythm. And when that happens, you go through a lot of mental stuff. Okay, that's why some people go through mental issues at that point, because their mental is going, like their rhythm is off. So if you can, I know sometimes y'all like, man, I just work 16 hours, I work 12 hours, and I gotta come home and this, and you like, come on, at least give her an hour of sleep or two. Okay, allow her to get some time. All right, because guess what? If she's always getting up in the middle of the night to run and get the baby all the time just to make sure you can get ready for work, take a moment or two, and do the same for her. Okay, y'all gonna get through that phase. It's like the first 3 years, I think. First 2 years. So make sure y'all giving her some time, and even if y'all don't live together, please do it. Please do it, okay? I'm asking nicely. Please do it, because she needs a mental break as well. Because you gotta remember, this is your child. We see enough of crazy folks out here in the world and how they handle these kids. Do you want these? And you can't blame her and say, "Oh, you acting out and this and that." If the shoe is on the other foot, you will want her to come in and do the same for you. So make sure you give her some time as well. So say, hey, look, I know you've been taking care of kids or wherever and stuff. I'm gonna come and pick up the kids, you know, or pick up the baby for a couple hours so you can get some sleep. All right, I don't care if you had a long day at work. Do it, because this is your child. You don't want your child to be raised to grow up to be chaotic. Okay? If her mental is off, the baby mental gonna be off. We need to work together. If you have family members, friends, if you see that the person is exhausted, don't sit back and be like, hey girl, how you doing? Just checking on you. Nah, come and be a friend. Hey, look, I'm about to come over and, you know, I ain't been doing nothing today. I'm going to come over and I'm going to chill with you. Is there anything you need to be cleaned up? Do you need some food to be prepped or something? Do you need some clothes washed or something? You know, I'm going to take the baby for a little bit, or while you watching the baby, I'm going to help clean up some stuff or whatever. Come on, we work together. I'm going to help you out. Because even for myself, back in the day, and these people didn't even have... They didn't even have, what is it called, a child. But if I come over to your house, I don't know, I'm crazy as a mother, so, but if I come to your house and I know you working a lot and I'm looking at you as a friend, if you had dishes in the sink, I'll go clean the dishes for you. I ain't look for nothing. I just, like, I see you need help. You've been working, you've been doing something. I got you. I'll clean this up for you or whatnot. If I'm staying over or something like that, I'll get it for you. Give you a break. Like, come on, that's what friends supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other. You need some clothes folded? What is it? You need me to run to the store? You need some errands done? I'm already heading out to the store. Do you need me to pick up some stuff for you? Because I know you got a lot trying to get the kids in, or you got to ride the bus or whatever. I'll run out and get some stuff. Whatever that list is, let me know. Okay, let's work together. Okay, because we need to raise these kids up to be the amazing kids that they're supposed to be. Okay? We got enough of villains in the world. We need more superheroes, okay? But it's up to you, okay? You're the teacher. It's up to you. Is that it? Is there anything else? Oh. Is there anything else? I think that's about it. Yeah. I think that's about it. Is there anything else? Any other questions? Can a baby have breast milk and formula? Yeah. Yes, they can. Milk is milk. They can. It's just if you cannot pump out enough, have a backup. It ain't gonna really hurt. Okay, it's not gonna hurt like that. If you have a because the breast milk has a lot of nutrients and stuff in it. Don't get me wrong, it has a lot of nutrients, but sometimes our body gets so exhausted to the point that we can't pump, and then have something on the side just in case, because you don't want to exhaust yourself and stuff like that. You don't want to overexhaust yourself. I know for myself, for my youngest, I try to my first two, I did the Enfamil or Similac, and then my last one, I try to breastfeed. But unfortunately, the day after I got out of the hospital, or the week after I got out of the hospital, I found I had pneumonia. And I had walking pneumonia, something like that. I had pneumonia. And because I had pneumonia, it dried me all the way up. So I couldn't even breastfeed anymore. So just do the best you can do, and don't stress yourself about it. Somebody asked about wine. That glass of wine thing. If you breastfeeding, I advise you to pump out. Make sure you pump that out of your system. Pump it out of your system, because you don't want to get that to your child. Okay, I don't care what people say. Allow the kids to grow naturally. Okay, water is wine. Don't allow it to be no actual wine. You understand? Keep your kids as clean as possible, because that's how this and this can operate the right way. Just because people say it don't mean you need to do it. Keep your kids as clean and purified as possible. And the reason why I say that, because just because it's one, everybody create things differently. There's a lot of stuff these days, and they don't need that. Okay, so if you are doing something like that, which you shouldn't, but if you had the cravings or whatever, pump it out and throw it away. You know, pump it out and throw it away, so it's not in their system. Keep your kids clean as possible. No smoking, no drink if you're pregnant and all of that, or even if you're not, no smoking, no drinking, none of that if you breastfeeding. I'm gonna tell you right now, folks never talk about it. Vape pens, cigarettes, all of that can still get inside, that the chemicals can still get inside the breast milk. You're still pumping it into your kids, just to let you know. That's why they have cravings when they get older. Y'all be giving them memories. It's like, you ever taste a food and you can't remember it, but one day you end up tasting it. I knew I remember that, and now you want it all the time. Y'all giving them stuff. Just let you know. Just like medicine. If you breastfeeding, medicine you're giving, they're getting doped up too. So I'm gonna say like this: if you're on any type of medication, don't breastfeed, because you're putting it in the kid's system. You're pumping it right into them. So if you're going through like any type of depression and all of that other stuff, and you breastfeeding, you automatically giving them a mental illness before they even get a chance to know if they good or not. That's why a lot of these kids have stuff, because y'all been taking medication, and doctors should be telling y'all that, but y'all be taking medication and y'all giving it right to y'all kids. Just let you know. What else? Is there anything else? I hear somebody say, I'm learning a lot from her. What else? Like I said, if there's, I'm gonna leave off on this because this video long enough. If you have any issues or anything, that you got support around you. You just gotta look for it. Guys, if you're going through, like, in females, if y'all going through like mental illnesses, like anger issues and stuff, get a class. Take a class. Do it separately or do it together. If your insurance, you can get your insurance as well. They can pay for these therapy classes and stuff like that. Get the help y'all need. If you don't want to believe, I'm telling you, believe that. That's free. That's free all day. But if you feel like you need someone to be right beside you, go get classes. Okay. Don't have pride. Don't be ashamed. Y'all work together. Guys, females, y'all work together. And don't make it about the money. Don't make it about the money. Stop making the kids as about the money. It's bigger, y'all. There's a bigger picture in front of you. Don't screw it up. The value is in the child. Okay? The value is in y'all. Okay? Show respect to all of it. Stop focusing about who buying this and who buying that, who doing this and who doing that. Just show love. Okay? Show pure love. Show pure love. Okay? Do what's right. Love your kids. You're okay. I don't care if you screwed up the first 3 or 10. Get this one right. Okay? And for the ones that you do have, do what's right. Y'all come together, work together, fix yourselves. Whatever you're mad about, it's within you. Okay? Because I don't care if they acting out, man or female. I don't care if they acting out. When you fix yourself, that stuff don't even bother you. You don't even fuss with it. You don't argue with it. Okay? If you're fussing and you arguing, that means there's something going on with you. And if you don't fix you, then guess what? That's the child's issue. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.